Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been probably a few weeks, a couple weeks, I think 2 weeks max. I think that since I did a video. Just been busy, moving things around and yeah. You know how it goes, life. Anyway, I have these pieces here of I think they're ambrosia maple or spalted maple. I think they're both the same thing to me. They both look the same almost, I guess. I have two pieces, and I have a filler piece that's going to go in here as well. So let me show you the bucket or the bowl I put it in, which is right here. I'm going to set them in like so, and get this filler piece and throw that in there like so. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Alright, so that's what I want to do. And this week here, or this time here with this one, I'm going to use copper. Can you see that? It's so hard to see if you guys can see things. Copper, brown red, champagne gold, and my silver white. I've never done 3 colors before. At least I don't know I haven't. Or maybe I have. 3 different colors, which I think they complement one another really nice. And I'm gonna, the majority of it's going to be white, but I want to make it look like a marble. So I'm going to see if I can have to do more of this here than those there. Mix it in, and I want to make it look like a marble as much as possible. So let me get these colors going, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, I pulled her out of the pressure pot to see if make sure it was cured properly. I've never had this happen before. Have a lot of these air bubbles all through here, and they pop like you're popping like a bubble gum. And on the back, on the bottom, there's these pockets right here of air. And I put in the pressure pot, and you would think it would take all that away, but I don't know. And this formed weird at the last minute. I had to put another pot into it to keep the wood down. Because for whatever reason, this hot glue is not working to keep these things down from floating. But now I got this impression here in the middle, which gives me these good to a good mounting spot to mount something. But I didn't expect that. I thought that would, whatever. I don't know why I did that, but it did. And I thought it'd be a lot thicker than it is, as far as being taller. But I think it's still come out. I think it's still come out okay. I just wish it was all this height. It'd be nice. All right, well, let's get her mounted and get her on the lathe and see what we can do with her. And first time, we're gonna try bowl gouge. I know I said that already, but I'm nervous. I've only practiced with it once, and I'm not a person who, I usually go head on into anything. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. That's how I learn. So, all right, well, let's get her going. She is really, really wobbly. I mean, bad. I even got these, now they're starting to, after the bubbles popped, and they have little craters. But she is really, I mean, I'm hitting every other spot. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But I guess we have to struggle through it and get her to where we can be manageable. So let me get her manageable, and then I'll come back when she's leveled, because you guys don't need to be seeing all that shaking and stuff going on. Like I said, I think it's wobbly because of the center here, with all that resin being up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this out, put my mortise in there, flip it, then I'll finish making this even. Because right now this is terrible. It is just terrible trying to get this thing to go. Well, I really gotta hope, let me put you guys even closer, that this here doesn't give way, because this piece of wood here is separate from this piece of wood. And there's a big crater here and here where the resin didn't go in. Oh, and there's even a crack on the inside. So I may turn this down a little further to get down to wood through here, but I'm going to have to stop eventually, fill that in, because if I don't, one, that's probably a good ½ inch in, and that one might be a quarter here of an inch in, but yeah, I don't want that to go and come apart on me. Alright, well, when we last talked, I had to fill those holes in, which I did. They're filled in. There's still a little indents, which I'm going to take this down anyway a little bit more and do my mortise. But this here, I'm thinking now that with the pressure pot, and I put that other container in there to hold the wood down, I think when it pressurized it, pulled the resin up. So that's why I think that's like it is. And I'm not really going to have that much of a lip on it, because right here, that's the end of the wood. And that's all I have left. And I want it to have this much across the whole top. So instead of just keep on turning it and get it to what I may or may not like, I'm going to add more resin. So I'm going to clean this up on the bottom. And then I'm going to clean all these little bubbles that popped through, that came in through here, that I popped. I'm going to clean that up on the lathe. And then I'm going to pour more resin on top. So I'm just going to get regular plastic, go around it, tape it up so it doesn't leak, then pour the resin inside of it. So I'm going to get over, let's see, where do I want to go first? I guess to the lathe first. And then we'll get that trued up, then we'll pour the resin. But I like the colors. I think the colors are really pretty. But yeah, I won't be happy with it unless I fix this. So don't want to do the extra work. But if I want it to look nice, you got to. All right. Alright, well, I got the bubbles all out of here. I got it somewhat surfaced. I'll look at the plastic here. Go around it, tighten it up, and fill the inside. Alright, I just put it off camera, obviously. It wasn't working the way I wanted it to, and I don't think you want to see my frustrations. So, it's an ugly patch job. It looks like Frankenstein put it together, but it shouldn't leak. So now it's going to mix the resin and pour it in there. But we're going to put it in here, so that way there, if it does leak, it's not going in my pressure pot like I did last time. In which, by the way, I got about 98% of it out of there. Just heat up the bottom and it comes out. Well, you have to chisel it out, but like a scraper. You heat it up and scrape it right out. So it works pretty good. So I didn't ruin the pressure pot. Alright, let's get her mixed. Alright, now we got her all in. Make some little swirling marks here. Hopefully it gives it a nice design. And now we're going to put her back in the pressure pot and let her cure. Then we'll come back and mount her, and hopefully she's not so wobbly anymore after filling the bottom where the two cracks are at. And even somewhat even the weight out up here. Hopefully it levels itself out. If not, it's just going to be a bumpy road. What are you going to do? But I'm glad I did it because I did want the height out of it to make it look better. So, alright, enough talking. Let's get her in the pressure pot and I'll see you when I come back. Well, I got her mounted back up. Took out the pressure pot. I gained, I don't know, a quarter of an inch in height. That's better, but not what I want. I want it to be higher. I guess my tape job, my mold job, didn't do so hot because some of it came down through here and came down the bottom here. So I lost some of that for the height. But, and you can see a witness line, which is fine. It just adds to the swirling for me, so I think that's good. Some areas are less than a quarter of an inch. I'd say, what, 3/16 maybe of an inch? Maybe 5/8 of an inch? No, 5/16. Either way, it's not completely level, so I have to re-level this whole thing out again, which you guys already seen me do. So I'm going to get this back to being flat, this here back to being leveled out. Then when I come back, obviously I'll be able to show you guys what's there. You guys already seen me do all this here. I don't want to bore you with all that. When I get closer to it, more wood through here, then I'll bring you guys back. But to watch the whole process of this all over again, that's just going to be monotonous. So let me get that started and I'll come back. Well, I guess I can't win to, I don't know, find another one. It's going way down in there. So, I guess I'm going to have to mix some more resin up and put it in there. And I can see now I won't be able to put my logo in here either. So I'll have to find a different spot on here to do that. Oh, this is interesting. No, it's not. It's a pain in the butt. But I love doing it. It's just not when it comes to this. But nothing's always easy, right? Alright, well, I'll bring you guys back when, again, pour some more, get this filled back up again. Alright, I lied a little bit. Still have to add more resin, which I still have to do for the center. I decided to start trying to contour this a little bit more to get these other little holes out of the way so I don't have to use so much resin. So, yeah, it'd be a lot faster that way too. Do you ever get to that point when you're doing something in life that just keeps fighting you back and you just need to give up and just let it be and start anew? I don't think I'm here with this one. Because no matter what I do, I mean, from using the gouge to a scraper to whatever I do, this wood was, I guess, I didn't realize it was punky. But I get all this tear out. And it's not really a tear out, it's more of, well, maybe it is just tear out, but it just, I can't get it to get smooth for nothing. And all these ridges and everything else, like some parts are really, really hard. It's maple. But and some parts are like dust. So I don't know. I'm almost at my wit's end of trying to save this, because like, if you guys, you should be able to see it. I've gone over this I don't know how many different times with different tools to try to get it, and I just can't. I don't know. It's driving me nuts. I know, short trip, right? Oh, thing's a headache. Ugh. Well, if I figure something out, I'll come back. Well, I'm gonna come back anyway, but I hope I can improve. I hope so. Well, there might be some saving grace for it. What I'm doing is I'm gonna get me some flat stock, a piece of wood, 40 grit sandpaper. Since the tools or the wood is so punky, it just seems to be doing tear outs. So what I'm doing is, like the car guys do, they get the sandpaper, put it on some flat stock, and sand. So as it's going through, I'm shaping it at the same time, and I'm getting a lot of these chip outs out. All this here. So that's working. So here, I'll show you. And see, now it's getting a lot smaller and smaller, sanding it away. So that's starting to work. Thank God. I almost gave up on this thing. So, a little more of that to go, and then I can flip her over and start hollowing her out, and maybe, because I can't really do any other shape to it. That's it. That's what I'm stuck with, is that. Excuse me about that. A little dusty. But either way, got a little bit more to go for that. I figured I broke a screw in there. I just broke. Can you see that? I just broke the tip of that carbide. It's no longer a circle. I forgot all about that stupid thing. Oh. I couldn't figure why was I moving material? Well, now I know why. Oh. I guess it is a good thing you can laugh at yourself for your own stupidity. Oh, alright. Gotta get this out of here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna give up on the bowl gouge for right now because that takes a lot of more patience than I have, and plus I'm doing it with resin right now. I should be doing it with wood, just wood, practicing. I'm impatient. Alright, well, back to the old carbide. This thing got a new tip and it's sharp. Well, I will say this. That bowl gouge is far much more superior than these carbides as far as hollowing bowls out. That I've noticed is a lot faster once you get somewhat the hang of it, and I can actually tell it's better. But remember the hole I told you on the very bottom I need to fill in? Well, guess what Dum Dum forgot to do? Forgot to fill it in. So I'm going to have to tape this off here, fill it in from the other side, or vice versa. It doesn't make a difference. So it's filled in, so to repair it, and then I got to shape this outside here, and I won't use the bowl gouge for that because that's still above my pay grade. So yeah, I'm going to start smoothing this out here. I actually made a typical bowl. I mean, it looks like a typical bowl. I'm just, I don't know, kind of flabbergasted that, I don't know, there's no design to it other than the resin. Which still looks good, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm used to having something added to it. But, I guess it doesn't always have to be that way. Alright, well then I'm going to get this edge cleaned up and make it look better. This is a bowl that keeps giving. One headache after another. Well, you already seen the hole. You know, peekaboo, I see you. And now, I found another bubble right there that popped. So now I have a crater. You see that? Yeah. So now, I have two things to fill. I'm just lost for words, I'm sorry. But I guess in life, if it was easy, we wouldn't do it, and if it was, and it would be worth it. And then, if we didn't show some struggles through life, or have struggles through life, I can't say show, have struggles through life, we wouldn't know the blessings of God, would we? Wow, okay, so I'm not complaining, I'm just a little aggravated, which is normal, I think for anybody. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this in, fill that in. Oh wow, I can see through it. Oh, that's the resin. I'm smart. Either way, fill that in and we have to get the sanding this thing. I think it came out pretty good though, so far. After all the struggle, I think it came out pretty good. So let me get this filled in and then I guess we'll come back and you'll see me sand everything on the lathe. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, well, for you guys it's been a few seconds or whatever, but it's been a few days. It's, this bowl, like you've heard me say, is giving me a run for my money. But either way, I got it filled in now. It's filled in here and here, these two spots here, so that's done. I did go over it, that's why it's so dark right now. I did go over it with some resin, so I painted resin on it to hopefully make the wood look less punky. And so what we gotta do now is sand it down. And I gotta get this leveled out here in the center. And I did put a, here, I try to fill in some, you can see it right there, the resin. Had to build up there and try to fill in some little wormholes. Which for the most part, it worked. But I gotta get rid of that there, so we need to start, I need to start sanding this down and go from there. Alright, let's get it mounted. This will probably take 2, maybe 3 coats. We got the first one done. And we'll have to come back and do the other 2 to 3. See, that's what I was talking about right here. These little wormholes. No matter what I did, if I went further and further in, they more and more showed up. So I just left them and threw a little bit of resin into them. Things look pretty cool like that. It looks like a meteor shower. But yeah, I thought that, and I love how the spalted comes out through here. This piece was a, well, you heard me say, pain, but it worked and it's doing really well. All right, so we'll come back and do the second and third coat, or maybe just a third coat we'll come back to. Alright, well, I didn't bother showing the last coat because I still do the bottom yet, but the reason why, I'm already on my 7th coat. and it's just really it just keeps soaking it up, soaking it up, soaking it up. But while it's still wet, I want to show you, it is shiny. And I like how the colors came through the wood, the resin. It lights up through there. I like the rim on it, how all that looks. I wasn't expecting this color, but if you're, I think I said in the video, if you remember those suckers that had all the swirls on it with, I guess, vanilla thing, whatever, that's what this reminds me of, the resin, how it came out. But I do like all the, I forget what people call that again. Either way, why can't I think of it? I don't know. But all these different figurations that are inside of it, and I don't know why I can't think of the name. I just draw me a blank. But either way, do me a favor, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And two, there's let's do a giveaway. So if I can get, see, I think I'm only at 30 right now, 30 subscribers. So if I can get 70 subscribers, so I get to 100 subscribers. If I can get that there, I'll make something and give it away. I'll pick a name and just give it away. But first I need you to like it, subscribe, and share if you to friends or family or whoever you may want to share it to. So 100, I'll pick somebody and I'll give it away. So I hope you guys like the bowl. It was a little bit of a pain to get done, but I'm really happy with it. I think it came out really nice, especially with those colors. I wasn't how the colors came out, I wasn't expecting. So again, I like it, and still not done with it. I should have to let it dry and do the bottom of it. But so thank you, God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.